Hey, and welcome to this new video of Azure Information Protection, the admin series. In this video, we are going to cover how to create a label to a policy in Azure Information Protection and look for sensitive information attached to that label. So we are going to start with our Azure Information Protection. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend an existing policy, scoped policy specifically for our financial team with a new label. So I'm going into my scoped policies, financial team policy. What I'm going to do here is define a new label. So I already have a high confidential financial label that actually will look for credit cards as long as there are 10 or more credit card numbers in that specific document. I want to do the same, but instead of high confidential, I want to do it in confidential, and it's still going to look for credit card numbers, but it will make sure it gets tagged only if there is one credit card information or more credit card information. So what I'm going to do here is on confidential, right click, and then add a sublabel. I'm going to call it, in this case, confidential financial. Give it a description. There we go. We are not going to add protection right now. We will cover that in another video. Right now, it's just a matter of having the label available and adding it to my financial team policy. Documents with this label have a header. Yes, I want a header. And I'm going to define this header as financial data is available in this document. This is confidential. I can define what the font size is, what the font name is, what the color is. I want this to be centered. Does it need to have a footer? In this case, no, but I do like to have a watermark. Financial confidential. Again, I can define the font size, the font name, the color. I'm going to set this to diagonal. And now here we're going to define the conditions. So I want financial information, so I add a new condition. So I'm going to go for credit card. And the number of occurrences is 1, and I don't mind if it's unique or not. That doesn't really matter. And I'm going to save this. So right now, to add this label, I'm going to look for credit card numbers. Minimal occurrence is 1. I'm going to add a policy tip as well. I like the policy tip that Azure Information Protection already has set that. And I can also define how the label is applied, either automatic or recommended. Automatic, you need a P2 license for that, so that is not covered by the P1 for Azure Azure Active information protection, sorry. So if you want to do that automatically, you need to have the more extensive. And I can add some notes for the administrator. So that's all I wanted to do. Save this. And like we've seen in other videos, we do need to publish the policy before we can use it. So I select the policy. Click it on publish. And then it is publish policy successfully. What I'm going to do now is open a Word with a user who is a member of that financial team and see if the tag actually is available for that information. So you see now under confidential, I have the tag, and if I would use a credit card number, it will actually recommend me to put this tag on it. So that's how you add a label. There's no protection on it. So if I do just test credit card and add it to confidential, you are going to see that all the visual information is available, but there is no protection available on the document. And then one of the next videos, we're going to see how you can create a label with protection. But that's it for this video. If you'd like to see more, by all means, subscribe to the channel. And there's a lot more information out there.